Hey, this is Ed, your landscaping coach, for another episode of Ridin Mobil. Today, we're going to talk about a client being frustrated and why it's not a good idea to be frustrated when you have landscape challenges. I was called out to a job by a designer friend of mine on our client's irrigation system. The irrigation system was it's a drip system, and it wasn't operating correctly. I don't know how long she had the thing in. Apparently, it was in for a couple years or so. She had a lot of different zones and a lot of different things going on. She had a wildlife designation for her landscaping, which was great. The landscape looked really fine, looked really nice. It's just some areas that had some challenges because she wanted to put in more plants and wanted to get water to those plants. And some areas were getting too much water, some areas were not getting enough water, and it was going to be somewhat of a headache because the plant material that she wanted to put in is drought tolerant plant material, and we're right in the middle of July, getting ready to go into August, and it's hot. It's been really hot, and where the property is kind of inland, away from the ocean. They get some breezes, but it's pretty hot in the area where the property is located. So the plants basically were not going to be doing that well, especially since they're native plants and usually put those in the spring or normally in the fall. So getting them acclimated to their new area with this extreme heat we've been having the last week or so, it was going to be a challenge anyway. And plus, the irrigation system was, I think that she was watering too much because of the heat, thinking that, well, the plants need more water. Just from looking at the landscape soil around, it looked like she was starting to overwater. So the plants were starting to show signs of being overwatered. Plus, also, she had a vegetable garden going on, and she said the water was pooling up at the vegetable garden area, so she didn't know why it was leaking. Long story short, she needed a troubleshoot. So we went to the clock in order to turn it on. I asked her if she had a remote controller, and she said no. I said, well, it would be really nice if you had one because a Wi-Fi, because that way you can operate your controller. You can turn it on, turn it off without having to run back and forth to the garage in order to turn the clock on and off. So she tells me, it's like, oh, well, the clock is fine. I'm not going to upgrade. And the clock is only 2 years old. So there's no way I'm going to upgrade the clock because nothing's wrong with the clock. I said, well, okay. That means we just have to go back and forth to the clock so we can turn on the zone so I can see what's going on with your irrigation system. We go to the clock. It's an older clock, model clock. We turn it, try to activate it manually, turn on the station. It doesn't work. I asked her, I says, well, it's not working. She tells me, like, well, it's been running. It ran this morning for X amount of minutes. So we go to station number 2. It's not working. Station number 3, it's not working. Long story short, there's something wrong with the clock. I turned the clock to different uh, commands, and it doesn't meet the command. It doesn't adhere to what you're trying to tell the clock to do. So there's something going on with the clock. So I just suggested to her that maybe you want to upgrade this clock because it seems like it's not working correctly. And she got kind of in a huff about that. But anyway, I told her, so well, I can still check the lines by turning the valves on manually. So I go over, turn the valves on manually to check the irrigation system. And so she's asking me, she's asking me what valve is on. I said, well, I don't have a clue because, I don't have the schematic of what valve is what. It's not marked out here in the landscapes where the valves are located. So your guess is as good as mine. And she had the sheet of paper so she could kind of correspond the valve with her paper. And so we're just going through and checking things. We got through the first valve, everything sounded like it's okay. So it's going to the second valve, and I asked her, I said, well, what section is this? She said, well, I don't know what valve is on. I said, well, I don't know because I don't know how these valves are organized. And so I'm just going down the line. So she gets mad. She gets ballistic and angry and frustrated because she says, well, I'm supposed to be the expert. I should know. It seems like we're not going to be able to work out here. I said, well, wait a minute. we need to take our time and figure this out because we don't know what valve is what because the clock isn't working correctly. So we got to take each valve as it goes. I do not know which valve controls which section of the landscape. But anyway, she gets really frustrated and mad because she doesn't know her irrigation system. She doesn't know how to run a clock. She doesn't know a thing about the clock. She suggested that I would just go and just, she would get her gardener to come in and he could fix it and he could take care of it because he knows everything. So I went like, wow, if that's the case, maybe should have called him out in the first place. But bottom line, she got really frustrated and we weren't able to work together as a team. It was attempted. I was calm. I tried to work with her and be calm about it and tell her that, look, this is pretty simple. We just need to go through and check everything. And then I can help you out from the standpoint of giving you some suggestions or recommendations for the drip system. She had no she had no inclination that she was going to change her ways. So she was just turned mean on me. So I said, okay, looks like we're not going to get anywhere. And it was very frustrating and it's very disappointing because I really wanted to help the lady. She had a really nice landscape, but we weren't meeting as a team here just because of a clock. Now, one thing I need to point out is like if you have an irrigation system, you need to know how to run it. You can't just have your gardener be the master of that controller because by being the master of that controller, they master your pocketbook on how much money you're spending on water. A lot of water is wasted because the clock is running longer than it's supposed to be. It's not timed correctly. It's not set up correctly. You got irrigation heads that are broken and it's just watering uh, dirt or whatever is running down the street or the parkway because the system hasn't been checked. Normally, I always tell the clients to turn the system on at least once a month so you can take a look at it to make sure everything is operating correctly. If you have pop-up sprinklers, maybe the sprinklers are out of alignment. If you have a drip system, maybe animals come in like a raccoon or a possum or a rabbit or something and chew on the lines if they're exposed because they know it's a source of water, so they're chewing through the piping. Squirrels, they like to chew and gnaw on stuff. So you may have a leak going on and you're wondering why your water bill is so high. It's because that drip system that you thought was going to be saving you water is actually gushing water out because Bugs Bunny them bit through your drip line. So I always encourage the clients to um, do a monthly check of their irrigation system themselves, let alone letting the gardener do it. A lot of gardeners, they're really good at gardening, uh, and that's about it. Irrigation system wise, they can change out the pop up, change out the nozzle, maybe do some basic repair stuff, but monitoring the system and being really on top of water efficiency. A lot of the gardeners, in my experience, they're not that versed on it unless they've taken some courses and stuff on that kind of thing. But anyway, kind of jumbling around here as we're riding mobile, so I see if I can stir it up a little bit. But the bottom line of it is that you need to know your irrigation system. You can't be frustrated when you have challenges like this, especially if you're calling somebody in to fix something that they don't have a clue about. So work with your contractor, your professional, and if possible, have the gardener in so they could be able to accompany you as you figure this thing out. So stay calm, don't be frustrated, give the outside guy or gal a chance to be able to help you out. Upgrade to a Wi-Fi system so it makes it a little bit easier for you to be able to turn those valves on and check things and monitor your irrigation system better, and life will be a lot less stressful. Jumbling around, this is Ed, Ridin Mobil, your landscaping coach. Throw me in the comments what you think about the video, even though it's jumping around. Let me know if you like videos like this, other um, reality-based videos that I'm doing as the things come up and situations happen. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Hit the notification bell so when videos like this come up, you can be able to check them out. Let me know what you think. Share it with your friends and colleagues. And be sure to punch in the comments. Irrigation, I can send you out an irrigation, Yardie Nation irrigation cheat sheet or irrigation tips and ideas. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode of Ridin Mobil.